Hey, what's going on guys? Zodiac or Max here today, and as you can tell by the title, I finally got my first nuked out, and I'm actually going to be teaching you guys how to get your first nuked out. Okay, and the first thing we're actually going to be starting out with is the class setup. I like the Vapor a lot for going for nukes. Very easy gun to go with. I wouldn't go with like SMGs or anything, even if it's like smaller quarter maps or whatever it may be. But the first thing you always want to keep in mind is you want to stay off the map as much as possible. So the first things I actually added to the gun were suppressor just to stay off the minimap like I was saying, and then I put stock 1 and 2 on and the elo sight. Then I put the acoustic sensor on so I can hear the enemies around me, and then it pops up on my map. And then my perks are scavenger, cold-blooded, and dead silence. So the reason I use scavenger is because I run out of ammo a lot, and you probably will be, even if you use crash. Like, that's my preference personally for going for this. But with the crash now in free for all, you don't actually get to use your ammo crate, so that kind of messes you up right there. Or at least I didn't. I don't know why I didn't get to use it, but that's like what happened to me. But then for cold-blooded, if there's any streaks or anything, just someone somehow gets something from a care package or whatever, get a sentry gun or something, and it kills you, you're going to get a little heated. And then for the third perk, you can actually use either Ghost or Dead Silence. I personally picked Dead Silence because so many people use acoustic sensor in free-for-all, so they're going to hear you from a really far distance. So I ended up just going with Dead Silence for that, even though they may get a UAV or something. But they're most likely going to be going maybe for a nuke 2, nuked out. So they might be on the opposite side of the map of you, so they'd have to go like against the whole map, or like go through the whole map just to get to you. So that's my personal preference. You can use pretty much anything else if you want, but I feel like this was the best class setup to use. Alright guys, and my personal preference, like I was saying earlier, is crash. You get that extra health when like every, I would say like 7 or 8 kills, I'm pretty sure, or like maybe even 5, I don't remember exactly. But I got it like a couple times throughout this whole game, and it did help a little bit. I don't remember, I played this a while ago, so I don't really remember exactly how much it helped, but it did help. And then as you will see throughout this game, I actually spawn pretty much where I want to. It's just gonna take a couple seconds for there, but see, for me, this was like the perfect map for me. I worked this one side of the map this whole time, and you'll see that throughout the whole video. I'll probably cut it in and out where I get the kills after I'm done talking. But I pretty much worked from like right here where this church is to almost to the other part, like where this guy is, kind of a little farther apart. And like I said, you'll see that. And then just a few tips. I would not push anybody if you don't have to. Like right here, I probably shouldn't have pushed out that far because there was a guy to my right and I was already shooting at somebody. So if he would have turned the guy to my right, he could have seen me shooting at the other guy and could have killed me easily. I got kind of lucky there. And then I was thinking, like for another tip, maybe it might be smart to like kill yourself twice or once so they don't know that you're actually on a streak. I feel like that might help, even though I didn't do it in this. I was just thinking about that after the game and how smart that might have been. But then you might spawn out of where you actually want to go, or they might get the kill and get that little lead that they actually need to get their streaks, their UAV, or whatever it may be. And then the other thing I did a little bit in here is pre-aiming. Pre-aiming in boots on the ground COD is huge. Just that could be the little split second life or death, thing that they could kill you if they were already pre-aiming. But if you have good enough aim and you hit all your shots, you're going to kill them just because you have that first or second shot or whatever it may be on them. And the other thing is the head glitches. I do get a little bit of head glitches here, like right there, right on these little barrels right here, if someone pushes out or whatever it may be. And the one thing you got to keep in mind, you do have acoustic sensor on if you did use the class setup I had. So you always want to be looking at the map. I already look at the map a lot. So that did, you know, it was pretty easy for me to like just remember to keep looking at it and all that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, enjoy the rest of the gameplay. I'll probably be cutting all the kills like a few seconds before and maybe a second or two after I get the kill or whatever it may be. But yeah, enjoy the rest. Peace.
Grenade going out.
Circling. Part of the AO. UAV standing by. UAV.
Yes! Let's go, baby! Let's go! I finally got it! Let's go! Oh my gosh!
Nomad wasted.